Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Uncapped. This is a podcast put on by Call It Closed agents for training for any agent out there. We want to get rid of the stigma of 100% brokerages because we are a 100% brokerage that always gives more than we take. And one of those things that we always provide for our agents is training. So we have this podcast to focus on the fun parts of real estate and training. So we like to highlight the skill set of every single agent that's on this podcast and talk about their business plan. So today we have Mark Radloff. He has been at Call It Closed, since the beginning.
Yeah,
You were
basically, yeah.
you were a brand new agent,
Right.
and one of the first agents over. You were waiting for Call It Close to open to
Yeah.
hang your
For a
license.
few months. Yeah.
Sorry, I was arguing with Department of Commerce for
Yeah,
a while.
I was learning.
Yeah, not arguing,
Yeah.
but like their processes. It was fun for me to work it out. But we're really happy to have you here as part of the brokerage. And you actually maybe have it a little bit easier than most agents because you come from a history in sales.
Yeah, like 22 years in sales, I think. Yeah, Coca-Cola mostly, but Verizon, corporate, roofing industry. Yeah, I'm pretty
All of it.
well-rounded, I would say.
Yeah, I would say too.
Yeah.
And I mean, you and I we didn't know each other when we were both in the bartending industry, but we have a lot of friends in common. And I think our eras just didn't quite overlap.
Right.
But I do think that most people who are in the service industry are cut out to be good realtors.
For sure. I mean, yeah, you're dealing with high-paced industry, a lot of unruly customers, I guess, if you will, right? So,
Are you saying clients are unruly?
well, just some of their ideas can be a little hard to make happen, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like you're thinking of a specific scenario right now.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, just the people that have big dreams. I dream big too, but
The budget needs to reflect it.
right, the budget and your your lifestyle and budget need to reflect what you want right now, I guess.
Yeah. Like I want a 6-bedroom, 8-bathroom home with a pool in the backyard. I also want it for under 300,000.
Yeah, right. Let me create that for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
It's not going to be in the United States.
Right. Right. And I've talked to a lot of those people lately, which it's fine. Just got to reel them in at some point.
Yeah, I think, do you ever talk to them about like the art of the compromise? Like, I feel like I say like, okay, when we're looking for houses, you can probably get 2 out of 3 things that you want. You either get price, location, or the house you want.
Right.
Like, which one of these 2 things are the most important to you?
Yeah, I picked that up from you for sure. And I do that, but somehow it always comes back to around where they want all 3.
Yeah.
No, I still want all 3. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you look? Because
Right.
I've looked and it doesn't exist.
Right.
I like on that note, another one of my favorite moves is this can only work if you're in person, but you have the MLS search set up and you're
Yep.
like, okay, so you don't want less than 6 bedrooms. Okay. 6 plus. Oh, you only want to be in Richfield.
Right.
There's probably 3 houses in Richfield that have
There's
over 6.
6 plus. Right. Right.
And you want to be under 300,000. Oh God, it's weird. Nothing popped up. Look, would you believe it? There's no houses that fit. Do you think maybe we could like say 3 bedrooms?
Possibly. Right.
Oh, wow.
Look at how many.
Make it seem like they're the ones kind of, even though it is me,
Right.
make them see their own compromises in real time.
Right. And so, I mean, I've done it, and this has been over the phone, like a video chat, but I've done it to where that same scenario, but it's been like, so nothing, let's expand. And then I'll go like hour out of the cities. Still nothing. Weird. Let's go the whole state. Oh, nothing. That doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist. And it's like, it's so hard. I don't know. I feel like we're so bogged down by HGTV, and like the numbers on HGTV are distorted too because they're from different markets.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
Yeah. It looks great on TV, though. I mean, they make that happen, don't they?
We could do a TV show.
Yeah, we should.
Looking for a 6-bedroom house for under 300,000. So okay, looking at your entire sales background, what made you want to get into real estate?
Yeah, so that's a great question because it's kind of a mixed bag, I would say. So, my kid's mother, always talked about real estate. Always, always, always was. That's what she wanted to do. So in 2020, she bought her courses, and life happened. You know, we had 2 small children. One was only a year old at that time, Jackson, and didn't complete the courses. Right. Fast forward.
Reasonably so.
Right.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2024. She passed away after we had our baby.
God.
Yeah, 5 days after. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, from a blood clot after giving birth.
And you knew that it was like, you knew there was something wrong with her.
Yeah, because she, like the month before giving birth, like her legs swelled up, so she got put on bed rest. And then having 2 other children with her, she never swelled up like that. Her legs never swelled up like that. She never got put in bed rest. But, you know, in the hospital, I thought that would all go down. On the 5th day when we were getting released, it still, like, she was kind of in pain a little bit. It was uncomfortable walking.
And that was the first time it hurt?
No, it hurt before, but she was still in, like, discomfort and stuff. So I mentioned it. I was like, I don't think that's right. We have 2 other kids. Like, this never happened. And usually, like, 5 days after birth, like, why wouldn't they have gone down some? But anyways, didn't happen. So that night, then she passed away in the bathroom. Yeah. And I found her. Yeah. At 3 a.m. So, yeah, I guess, I mean, roundabout way, 6 months later, like, I'm obviously only parent now.
Of 3 kids.
3 kids, yeah. What were they? 7 or 6, 5, and 6 months. Right. I got the bright idea, like, for her, kind of, for what we talked about, like, I'm going to try real estate.
Yeah, let's build our future.
Right. And I've always wanted to have some sort of a business to leave behind for the kids, or something that they could just jump into right out of high school without necessarily going to college, if that's what they wanted to do. I mean, definitely pushing college, but you don't need it in real estate, right? So I always, and my 9 to 5, I'm not going to leave anything behind for, you know, it's not my business. So,
like, maybe a 401k.
Right. Yeah. Maybe some money. Yeah. So yeah, no. And then I had, I've always had a great relationship with, I mean, kind of a mentor in a sense when I was before real estate, but Jado Hark, I saw he was killing it. And of course he has a little different clientele than what I could get, but
you never know.
yeah, right. We have similar personalities. I mean, we've always gelled really well. So, I was like, yeah, why not? So working full time, being a father full time, I took on doing real estate classes and got them done in 4 months, just under 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was great.
Did you think they were hard?
I didn't this time around. So,
because you already kind of took them with her.
Kind of. I mean, I saw what she was doing, but I also, in a previous life, I was hired at Allianz Financial, like the insurance company.
Okay.
The Allianz Field, soccer
you've had
field.
a lot of lives.
Yeah, a lot of lives. Yeah, it keeps happening every so often. But I had to do this. I had to take the Series 6, Series 7, and Minnesota insurance. And the Series 6 was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. And I missed it twice because you get 2 chances to take it twice with two questions wrong. Like, if I would have got those 2 questions, I would have passed, and yeah, I'd be working there.
You'd be in insurance.
Right. Making pretty good money. They make pretty well at Allianz. But anyways, Yeah. That's kind
That's
of the story leading me into real estate. Like, not really know. I mean, I didn't do a lot of research. I mean, I have realtor friends. Didn't do a lot of research. Just felt it was the thing to do. Had like a drive pushing me towards it. I feel like.
yeah. So is your goal to get involved with real estate investing too, or do you think sales is where you're going to hang your hat?
I don't think the sales part is where I'm going to hang my hat. Like, I love the sales part. I love talking to people. Love all the ins and outs of it. I don't mind making cold calls. But the investing, I feel just being in it, what am I in it, like 9, 10 months,
Hmm.
10 months, I think I'm at right now. There's a lot of emotions tied to real estate. A lot
Yeah.
of, I mean, I
With
get
you,
it
or like, are you saying like
with
relating to
clients.
clients?
Yeah,
Yes.
clients. There's a lot of emotions, which I don't mind managing, but I feel like the investment side is more numbers. It's more numbers driven. If it makes sense, it's good, right?
Hmm.
If it cash flows, you're golden. So I kind of see that more as where I want to lead into for sure.
Yeah. Do you want to get into our first foray into commercial real estate?
Yeah, we can for sure.
That was one of the most riveting experiences I've had in my career.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was so fun. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's talk about where the buyer came from.
Yeah. So previous life, the nightclub industry, bartending at Aqua, met some really great connections. And Carlton McDonald, he had a post on Facebook that was up for like 4 hours, and he was
Mhm.
asking, "Hey, do I have any realtor friends?" And
And you were the first one.
there was one comment, and she listed someone's name to where, so I commented, raised my hand, right, with a little emoji,
Yeah,
but then I DM'd him right away,
right.
and got it, set up a meeting with him. I didn't even know, all right, I figured we're gonna go look at residential or talk residential,
Yeah.
and then he drops the bomb, like, "Oh no, this is for an investment group that
Yeah.
has 500 million to play with,"
Like a
and
hedge fund
right, and
from
I'm
a
like,
Facebook lead.
"Oh, okay. So now we're doing this. Great.
Uh-huh.
Let me go learn a little bit of communication for this, because I don't even know how to talk to people this way."
So it's the same license for residential and commercial.
Yeah.
I know commercial agents that aren't even licensed.
Right.
So like it's just a very different world.
Yeah.
And we had to go to the school of hard knocks really quick and figure out what it meant to be a commercial investor, because what kind of properties were they looking for?
They were looking for towers downtown, so they wanted to, they wanted to buy. They wanted to buy the city center. They wanted to buy, well, I wanted to buy the city center really, but
Yeah.
yeah, they wanted to buy a tower really. So their range was 50 million to 75 million on that one deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I remember them saying that their like pocket was like, if they could get something for 15 million, that'd be awesome. But if we found something where the numbers worked, they'd go up to 100 because they've got 500 million.
Right. Yeah.
These numbers are delusional. Like,
Yeah.
like not delusional, but it feels crazy when I'm like arguing about a $1,500 water heater in a $250,000 townhome.
Right.
And now we've got people saying, "Oh, it cash flows. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's buy City
Let's
Center."
do this. Right. And that to me, like, it kind of drove home a little bit more that money's just like a not real thing to me, almost not, like, because
It
they're throwing around this amount of money that I never thought I'd be working on this type of deal. And
Mhm.
so it just kind of came back to me that it's just like, I don't know. It just seems fictitious money, like
I mean, it is though. I mean, the sad thing about money is if your basic needs are met, all of a sudden the world opens up.
right.
Like, if you don't have to worry about, can I pay my rent this month? All of a sudden, negotiating a $15 million deal seems like something that's well within your capacity. So
Yeah.
it feels really mean to say, like, money doesn't matter, because it really does
Yeah.
if
Yep.
you don't have it to pay for your food.
Right.
But you'll meet these uber wealthy people who are just up to their eyeballs in debt.
Right.
but it's usually debt that they borrowed against themselves. So it's not even real debt. And
I didn't even understand it really.
it's money's funny.
Yeah.
Like once you get out of that paycheck to paycheck life,
Yeah.
the money flows.
Right.
So anyway, we found we were inches away
Yeah.
from getting City Center under contract. I have to give you your flowers. You found City Center before anybody else. Like you were just calling and networking.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I used a little bit of AI to help brush me up on what I should say before I called, just because I didn't know what I was calling for necessarily. Like I knew a couple things like, okay, how do we get all the numbers to make sure it's a good deal?
Mm-hmm.
So having to research everything to see what numbers you need to plug in together to make sure it's a good deal, that took some time. And that's where I saw that, when I'm focused on something and I'm enjoying it, like I will put the work in. Like it seemed so much fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And we got down to, so when you found the property, we could have got it locked up for $4 million.
Yeah. Which is crazy because it was like $100-some million in 2017.
Yeah, it
now
had
it's-
just gotten evaluated.
Yeah.
And then our buyer was kind of like tire kicking.
Yeah.
We're like, this is $100 million skyscraper, and you can get it for $4 million.
Right. Which
Tire kick.
Yeah.
Tire kick.
Yeah.
Tire kick.
And like we had contacts that they worked for they kind of were the middleman between us and the fund people, right? So,
Yeah.
So I never really got to put my influence on them and try to, see exactly.
Yeah, we were talking to
We're-
the acquisitions manager.
Right. And he was great, right? Just I wish we could have talked to the actual fund people just
Yeah.
to
Well, this
get a better
whole
understanding.
the process took from like finding the deal to getting our client to the point where they were ready to write. It took 3 weeks.
Right.
And in that point, there was multiple offers.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, a deal we could have locked up if we would have just pulled the trigger at $4 million.
Yep.
All of a sudden is like, we don't know how much it went for, but somewhere between 12 and 15 million.
Right.
So if that is a lesson to anyone, if you see a good deal, jump on it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm learning that with the Deal Creator Academy as well.
Mhm.
Like
Shout out Jesse Mills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a lady on there that she's a flipper,
Mm-hmm.
and she just lost a deal like that too because she wanted to keep crunching the numbers. She had a little bit of heartburn because she lost like $50,000 on a couple flips earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still haunting her, and she drug her feet, and she could have made like $80K on one flip. So it's
Broke even.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard because like you can crunch the numbers all day, every day, and if we're talking about flipping, like that's a whole different game.
Yep.
And so many flippers lose money on the first one or two deals, and
Nope.
I don't even look at it as necessarily losing money.
You're learning, right?
Yeah, that's your college education.
Right.
That's what you just
School
paid
of Hard
for.
Knocks. Here you go. Here's your investment into flipping. Lose a little bit, now you gain.
Yep. Now bring it back.
Right.
And then once you build a successful flip business, now you've got contractors that you've got to pay, and
Right.
it becomes a little bit more complicated. So I know flippers that are like, all right, this one will only make 2,000, but I got to pay my crew. So we'll buy it.
Right.
So it'll grow
Right.
into that. But yeah, so now I feel like you've had your first couple residential deals. And I know that you're always looking for residential clients.
Yep.
Do you see a line of work where you almost want to focus your attention on?
Not necessarily just yet. I was talking about that with Jesse as well.
Mhm.
Like I'm trying to get like all the knowledge and that's kind of why I joined his Deal Creator Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Is I want to be well rounded. Like I am in sales, I want to be that in real estate where I know all the ins and outs of different avenues for financing, different avenues for investing, different avenues for everything really. I don't just want to have one tool in my tool bag. Like I'm really taking it slow. Like my 9 to 5's paying for our bills and doing everything there. So I'm kind of, some days get a little bit of heartburn about this because I'm taking it. I'm not, how do I put it?
Gaining traction.
Right. I'm kind of spinning my wheels a little bit daily still, which I just always have to look back at the different industries I've been in. The first couple of years are always cutting your teeth. Third year, 2.5 years, whatever, you really start to escalate. And that's where I'm at. I'm in my 4th year at the shipping and packaging supply company. And now, like, the first year and a half, I didn't see that job paying me what it is now. Like, I was like, there's no way I'm going to make this type of money. And now I'm there. And so it just took me, showing up. And that's what I'm trying to do every day here, is trying to show up and do something every day. So if that's posting on social media, making 5 to 10 calls a day, which I'm doing, it's starting to, I'm not keep spinning my wheels every day.
It's percolating.
Right. It's dripping now.
Yeah.
It was off. Now it's got a slow leak. So, and I signed my own, client a couple of weeks ago for a buyer, called a lead, did it all the way through by myself. I didn't really have to ask any questions anymore. So, felt really good about that. And I feel good about that right now.
You're right. I'm realizing I did not receive a call with questions.
Yeah.
Good job.
No, right? I'm a big boy now.
Yeah. So where'd you get that client?
I got it through our lead service. We're using Lion's Den. So it took, I'm calling, like I say, 5 to 10 people a day. I shouldn't even say 5 to 10 people because I'll make 20 dials. I'm trying to talk to 5 or 10 people.
Okay.
Yeah. The dials I don't really count, or because you dial 20 times and you don't talk to anyone. I'm not going to just give up that day. So no, I'm trying to have 5 to 10 conversations, and it's usually around 3 or 4, 5, which is fine. Out of a lead service. So.
Yeah. And do you focus on the one lead service, or do you okay, on Monday I'm going to call expired listings. On Tuesday I'm going to do this. You got a little roto?
Yeah, you're right there. So I get a little burnout of the same one. Because if you're making 40 calls and you talk to one person, it's just like,
and it's always the same person.
Right.
You're like, hey, buddy, it's me again.
Hey, are you ready yet? So what about that pre-approval? Oh, you're not there yet?
Yeah, the one that you said you weren't going to be ready for the next year.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you next week.
Okay.
Talk to you next week.
Right. Just want to keep it hot. I'm here. But no, yeah. So I've used the Lofty and the expired canceled leads of
the other lead service that we pay for.
What's that called?
Blanking on it. I don't know. Land
Voice. There you go.
Land Voice.
Yep. And I got my first listing appointment out of that, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing a listing appointment's definitely different than a buyer orientation. So I learned during that listing appointment, I was just excited that I got the appointment.
Yeah.
Like it was a canceled listing that the realtor really just listened to the client. So they priced it because the client thought he could get $595 out of it. It's in Maple Grove. It's a really nice house, but me doing a CMA, their sweet spot's probably $550, $560. So I had the conversation with him, and I could tell like he didn't really care for $550.
Yeah.
But I was just being real with him. Like, hey, I'm not going to.
I could sign your listing right now.
Right.
And then it's not going to sell.
Right. We could do $595, but we're both just going to sit here and look at each other.
You'll get a text every week of, why hasn't this sold?
Right.
Well, I can't convince someone to overpay by $40,000.
Kind of told you it wouldn't, but so yeah, no, I had that listing appointment, told him that, and not that he ghosted me, but I haven't heard back from him, and it's been 2 weeks. But that's fine, because like I was talking with you and talking with Carson, I'm not just trying to list houses for people. Like I'm trying to list them to sell.
To actually provide a service.
Right. So that's fine.
So is there any part of your business that if you would look back at a year ago when you were just getting started, is there any part of your business that you just could not say no to? like it that has built your business up more than anything else?
Um,
Now I know you still are in the learning
right,
phases.
Definitely in the learning phases. That built, I think, I think joining the DCA, the Deal Creator Academy, was a great move on my part. It's a step to expand my horizons in real estate, but something that I couldn't go without. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Or,
like what
yeah,
has been the biggest
biggest.
business builder for you?
I would say just getting over the fear of not knowing everything, like the imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
I had that big time coming in. Being with my situation with the full-time job and 3 kids and everything, like my head's spinning a lot of days. I'm not gonna lie, like there's
Oh, are
days where
you
I just can't.
you think that's a lot?
Right, I can't cram any more in there. And I'm just like, whoa. So I would say that imposter syndrome and thinking that I didn't have enough time to make 5. I don't even know how I'm gonna fit 5 calls in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. But just
Ev-
getting over it and doing it, like just, okay, I'm going to screw up in this call, whatever. I'm going to say some wrong stuff. I'll get better. And it's just repetition. Like I said, just showing up every day like I have at the other jobs. And at some point,
You'll
it's going
get
to
there.
excel, right?
Do most of your phone calls have an episode of Bluey playing in the background?
Right? Or no, Jackson, stop.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
oh, hey, thanks. Now they can't even hear what I said. So,
So anyway, I'm a
Right.
dad and I need this paycheck.
Yeah.
Do you want to work
Do you
with
hear him
me?
crying? He's hungry. I don't even have food for him. That's the baby, by the way.
and he's
We're out of milk and diapers. So about that $500,000 house that you don't qualify for.
Daycare. It'll happen. It'll sell.
Yeah.
So I mean, one thing that you do really well is like that little bit of everything every single day. And that is
Yeah.
really what moves the needle. People think
Right.
like, oh, you've got this $4 million listing. You sold City Center. Wow.
You're right.
Look what you've done. Yes, that would be a really big deal. But what it is that you're putting in the effort every single day. And every single day you're getting just a little bit better.
Yep.
Because you learned a lot through that process.
Yeah. I learned a lot. I mean, I know what to look for now. I know what numbers to get. I was calling the VP of Huntington Bank. I'm talking to him, and he's throwing acronyms.
And he's giving you time.
Yeah. I mean, he called me back, so I left him a message, and he actually called me back within a couple hours. And but then he's throwing acronyms at me, and I'm just acting like I know.
You're writing it down.
Oh yeah, I am. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'll have to get back to you, but I'm writing it down. Like, what the hell does this
Gotta
mean?
Google that later.
Right. And that's what I would do. I'd sit there and what does this? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I can get that.
I think that's one thing that's different about commercial is like when you're dealing with millions of dollars, it becomes a lot more of how can we make this happen
Right.
versus like somebody who's scared to purchase their first time.
Scared to purchase, or they love this so much that they can't purchase anything else. There's some emotion tied into it where,
It's like, hey, you want to make some money? You want to make some money? All right, cool. Let's
this
make some money
works?
together.
Okay, let's do it. Right.
To me, that's the biggest difference. Like,
Yeah.
I know that first time buyer needs my help,
Yes. Right.
but that commercial person, they also need my help. And I don't have to fight with them about needing my help.
Right. Right. Yeah. It was kind of really refreshing at that point. Like, it's just like, wow, okay, this is how this works. So if the numbers work, the deal works. Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's just get numbers then.
Mhm.
And so then I was driven to just keep making phone calls, keep getting numbers, because we were working on not just the city center. I mean, we had like 5 or 6.
We had a lot of really good potential
right,
buildings.
Right. I mean, there was the Mosaic.
The Fauché went into
Fauché,
foreclosure.
right after.
Yeah.
Like
And
2 weeks or 3 weeks after.
there's just...
See, if I could have found that distressedness before, and that's what I was really trying to do, is because they wanted off-market deals, which not being in commercial, how am I going to know what's even coming up or whatnot? But, the internet's great, and I really used it. So, I found them some, like maybe one of the 6 were off-market, but the other ones were on the market and they were such good deals. Like the ones in Burnsville, the towers down there, they were again like 110 million in 2018. Now the one sold for 4 million just a few months ago. And the one that we were dealing on was like 10 to 15 was what they thought they would get. But if you could do a fast close, they'd take less. So there was some things like that where it was just like trying to get them to move and want to do the deal. But they did their underwriting, and their underwriting took like longer than I thought it should, but whatever.
Yeah. It's a different day.
Right.
So how has the question that we ask everybody is, how has Call It Closed changed how you do business? But since it's your only company,
Right.
what do you like the most about Call It Closed?
I like our team the most. Like I really do like the team setting that we have, being new and into foreign subject, I guess, like real estate. Like I bought a house before, but I never learned anything about real estate. So being new and just being able to pick other team members' brains and them being so open to help. I mean, they're not making any money on me. They're not making any money getting me pushed forward. So, and them being able, call me anytime, or I'll come out and go to this showing with you and show you how I do it. Or you can come to like I partnered with Makita right away on some open houses, like to try to get his flow, and just really great to be able to tag along and have that camaraderie with the team. Yep.
I think I feel very fortunate to have a team that really does focus on collaboration.
Yeah. Everyone likes each other, and they want to see you win.
Yeah.
They really do. Yep.
I think like so many realtors look at this as competition, but like how often do me and you book the same listing appointment?
Right. I don't.
Never.
Right.
So if you book even if we did book the same listing appointment, your presentation is not going to be the same as mine.
Yep.
You are not going to like mesh as well as I mesh, or vice versa.
Right.
And it's all about connecting with people authentically. So competition in this industry just feels like a myth to me.
I think so too, because there's even realtors that I know that are on other or with other brokerages that they're up to have a coffee at any time and talk about their business, and they're not making anything on it. Again, like there's a lot of things that realtors do. Like I didn't know that you're not making anything on at all.
Nope.
But it's networking, and it could be, you could be learning, or you could be potentially doing a deal with them later down the road.
Yeah.
So, but you can always learn from anyone really in the business, even if they're only sold one home.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
I really like how open to collaborate you are too, just because a lot of people can say like, oh, I've been in sales before, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then you stop learning.
Right. And I've never been that guy. I've always been the guy to raise my hand and try to learn more at different companies I've been at. And I knew that's what I had to do here for sure. Like I'm coming in with 20 years experience selling. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Talking to people, but like to find the people to talk to find like the content that you're going to tell them, what am I going to talk to? What am I going to talk about with them that's going to get them interested in having a meeting with me?
Yep.
So,
yeah, well, I want to thank you so much for being a part of our team, being a part of our brokerage, and thanks for being a part of the podcast too.
Yeah, I want to thank you for real. So, Jado pointed me towards you, and he said, "This is who I'd want to learn from." And I wouldn't. I took his word, as his word, but now I would send anyone your way to learn.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love being here. Yeah.
Thank you.